Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go here on Monday night. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's the safety, Talanoa Hufanga on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
76, tell him. 76.
From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Goff to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Nice grab there by Sam Laporta, and he's looking to follow up here in year 2, Mike, on what's been one of the best rookie campaigns we've seen from a tight end in a long time. 2nd team All-Pro, led all tight ends with 10 touchdowns. You just don't see young tight ends make the transition as quickly as he did last year in Detroit.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll motion over Samuel. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A run with Guerendo. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll get this out wide. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 60.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
18, behind it. Let's go. 19, Lions. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Ready?
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Garenda. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Set.
They'll go again with Garenda. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Cut.
To throw is Nix. This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. Big opening up the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Good running inside the 25. The speed on display. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the 1st.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So after 1 in this NFC title game rematch, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
7 Pirates, go!
Second down. Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Ready?
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Listen.
Throwing, Goff. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Tiger!
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 76 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Going for it all. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Ready.
One more time, it's Guerrero. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Here we go, set.
They'll run the sneak, trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Ready up.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. Powering forward, he's in. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Into space at the 45. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Goff to throw on 1st down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete. The tight end Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. So Kittle comes in motion. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Go.
On second down, it's Nix. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Ready. Go. Take go.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Set to go now on first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll go right and find his running back.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
York's kick is good. And the 49ers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A first down throw for Nix. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
18 Rattler.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man downfield, it's Debo. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play...
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this...
To the goal line and in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Comeback team. Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go play action with Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on second down. Goff. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Super. Hey, lift. 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 Obama. 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 Whoa. Maverick wall.
Goff to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Nix now on 1st and 10. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll go play action with Nix. Open man downfield is Kittle. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. Here's a designed run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll motion over Samuel. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That touchdown number 30 on the year, one shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Pearsall going to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So Kittle comes in motion. On first down. Here's Nix to throw. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Play action now. It's Nix. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, 49ers. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The third quarter has come to an end.
49ers 32.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors 70. Cougar 19.
Throwing. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Let's go. 18, Pioneer.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. He's got his tight end, Kittle. What a year. Catch number 95 on the season.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with.
That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. Second down and 8. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Lions
They hand it to Gibbs. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do. And, man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd and a yard. Handoff, Gibbs running left. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Jack Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Nix now to throw it here on first down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Stop below 18. Check go.
To throw is Nix. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
On second down, it's Nix. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down, 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix, and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal.
Ready? 79 Bronco.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Nix gonna throw for it. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Super one.
On second down, Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
We go tonight. We go 76. 7.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.